Hello, everybody. I am your humble host, Gavin the Kitty, and welcome to today's episode. We are playing Sonic Colors for the DS. Believe it or not, they made a DS version of this game, and it's not totally terrible. But it definitely feels like a Flash game, and you'll kind of see what I mean as we play here today. Um, yeah. I forgot to check to make sure everything was good with the volume. If the sound's a little off, please let me know. I am doing my best today. Or trying to do my best today. So, let's just jump into this. So, we've, Hello, Aquil. So yes, they crushed all of the cutscenes from the Wii version and put it on a DS. We'll see that in higher quality later on. We don't need the tutorial for this game. It's just another Sonic Rush title, basically. Which is perfectly fine with me. This is also the last time we will see Sonic on a major handheld. It's the last time I feel it's really necessary to look at the handheld games until we get to the Sonic Boost titles. Boom titles, sorry. So, do not worry about, handhelds going forward. After we finish up with Sonic Colors DS, that'll be it. I'd also like to reiterate today, we are accepting donations. There is a PayPal link below that if you donate to, I'll do my best to draw something silly or shout you out during the stream. My boyfriend's car payment is due, and he needs like $35 to actually make it through the month. So, that is the goal. If we can get one donation of $35 today, you will be the hero of the stream. Other than that, the only other thing I'm going to ask is for you guys to subscribe, leave a like, and enjoy the video. Because, yeah, I should have a co-host today. I have no idea if I will or not. Sonic... So, the boost here is a little different than what it is in other titles, which is rather interesting because beforehand the boost was done by performing tricks, but here it's all done by power-ups, like the Wisp capsules, which I feel kind of diminished the game feel a little bit, but we'll get there when we get there. For now, I just like to say welcome. Try and keep a happy face as I worry. There's our first red ring of the game. We won't be going for all of those. And I'd like you guys' input. So, after we finish with Colors DS, I will be jumping straight into Sonic Colors for the Wii or Sonic Colors Ultimate on PS5. So, my question to you guys is, which would you rather see? Sonic Colors on Wii or Sonic Colors Ultimate? It's all up to you guys. Oh boy. Feel free to talk and chat. It's always appreciated. And just like that, our first stage is done. Enter Special Stage 1? Yeah, sure, why not? We'll give it a shot. So, just like in previous titles, we have a stylus gimmick for the half-pipes. This time around, though, it's just about getting the right colors. If we get the wrong colors, they bounce off of the screen. And we gotta get 60 to pass through the first section of the special stage. The music you were listening to at the intro today was the special stage music. I figured since Sonic Colors doesn't normally have special stages. It just has the Sonic Colors on the HD consoles don't have the special stages. I figured I'd play it. And we've hit our goal, but they've got a bunch of little bonus ones that we can get here. Alright. Time to start in on the next set. I think it's better if I just use the pen. Drag Sonic left and right. We're almost to the goal here as well. But it's all about just doing laps. Honestly, not that bad of a special stage compared to the other ones from the other Rush titles. But I do feel this game is worthy of either a budget title or a Flash game. And you'll see what I mean when we get to the story sections. Sonic just has these weird cutout motifs as if they were ripped from promo art and hastily photoshopped. Some extra orbs. But this is how you get the Chaos Emeralds. I don't remember if they're required for the big finisher at the end, but the big final boss, but possibly they will. How is the chat doing, by the way? How is the audience doing? Because like to hear from you guys, especially on today. I know yesterday it got a little heavy near the end, so hoping that today it's not quite as serious. Still don't know what was up with that bootleg. We did find out that it was made in China, though, as a disturbing way to say, hey, look, we cracked the copy protection on the Game Boy. Which I think is really stupid. But, this is what I mean. On the DS that I was playing this on originally, this just looked really cheap. Like, they didn't have the time to redraw the assets. They just added a couple of emotions. I see that, Karmic. Well, thank you. And now we get our Wisps. Our first set. The main boost Wisp. It did, in fact, comment twice. No, we don't need the tutorial for that either, because we've played the other Rush titles. In fact, after Sonic 06, pretty much all we're going to be playing is boost titles. There's only one non-boost game. And even that's a bit more structured like a boost game. So, the entire point are these Wisps, which allow for boost gameplay, which is okay, but our main goal is that we cannot rebuild meter. It's all going to be power-up based. So all of the level design here should equivalate for that. Like, it should be a little less automated and a little more platform-heavy. But we're still dealing with the boost Sonic's physics from the other games. So I believe it's the same model from Rush Adventure, so which I'm okay with them reusing. This game is pretty good. I know a lot of people don't talk about Sonic Colors on DS, and that's for a good reason. Like, the Wii version is considered, by and large, the better game. But, I don't know. I think there's still a lot of charm here that people are missing. Especially if you've never played this game, but if you've played the other boost titles. So one thing you might have noticed when it comes to the screen here is there is 5 stars below the boost meter on the left. Those are to indicate the red star rings that we will find all throughout the levels. In the original Sonic Colors, they helped to unlock the bonus areas and multiplayer mode stuff that allowed for Chaos Emerald collecting. Here, it's just bonus. Oh boy. And there's that. Our first message is sorry. God dang it. Well, as today is going, it will certainly be a day. Oh, wait, that said enter special stage 1 again. That's something. We already did special stage 1. So this opening cutscene is pretty much all the same. We have the Yacker, the Wisp, and he's doesn't quite understand the language, and Tails has a little device that'll let him do that. His Wii U gamepad, which is great because the Wii U was trending earlier on Twitter, which is a lovely little surprise. Seems like we've unlocked some extra bonus missions, which are okay. And with these bonus missions, we'll be seeing all sorts of different stuff. Including Cream the Rabbit. We'll be seeing all of our friends, which didn't show up in Sonic Colors originally. So, it is... Oh. Yes, I did. Oopsie doozies. Somebody has asked. Give me just a second. Alrighty. Maybe I sold the commission. Anyways. Oh, lovely. So we've got Cream the Rabbit here. It is my theory that this game takes place in between the normal Sonic Colors. We probably won't be doing every single one of these extra missions, but I do want to show them off because it's the only way we're going to see other characters in this game, other than Sonic and Tails. So, it doesn't contradict anything by anybody being up here, and it's my theory that they all just kind of leave afterwards. After you get done with their missions. And besides that, Sonic Colors doesn't really feel finished. This is the only game with the actual true final boss for Sonic Colors. So, yeah. It would have been awesome if, for Sonic Colors Ultimate, they would have thrown in these stages as extras. You know, give them the HD look and feel, and instead of focusing them on the 3D side, just focused them on 2D stuff with all the little side missions and things. Would have been really cool. Would have been pretty rad, even if they were just optional little bonus missions. That's okay, though. Sega has a awful time keeping track records of their classic characters and their side games to the point where it's a little bit upsetting. Let's give it another shot here. All we gotta do is rescue Wisps. So that means destroying enemies, breaking capsules. We got pretty close last time. I think I had missed a couple enemies, which would make sense. And then we go up, round, over, 29, one more. Hello, Foxino! Welcome to today's stream. Our goal for today is to try to get at least one donation. this stream. And hopefully some more subs. But there we go. We helped out Cream. And, yeah. Let's go ahead and face the boss real fast, and then we'll check out that other mission. Of course, the boss is isn't quite exactly the same, but we're going to be encountering some of the same issues. That we had last time we did boss fights on the DS. Which is... the emulator can't quite tell which one's the main screen and which one's the sub-screen. Which is alright. There's that. Looks like we only have a little bit more to go for this first boss. Honestly, I think this game's really fun. I think it's pretty good overall. Yeah, we got our first S rank. That's always a good sign. So there's the translator that Tails has created. And now we can understand Yakker. And World 1 is officially finished up. But we still have one more side mission to check out. So let's go ahead and take a look here. There's a Chow! Aww. It's cheese. Of course it is. Reach the goal before time runs out. I think we can do that. I hope everybody's having a great day, though. So... our goal for this is going to be hold the boost and try to go as fast as possible. Boosting is always going to be your fastest mode of transportation. And hitting those time boxes. Down we go. Oh, I missed one of the time boxes. Let's hope we don't need it. I did take the faster out there. I love that the music is diegetic, which means that it reacts with what's going on screen. We have things such as the music muffling the audio, making it all warbly. Which is kind of great. Love diegetic audio. If you've never... I'm sure a lot of you have heard diegetic audio in games and haven't even noticed it because it's so natural nowadays. Like, it's one of those sound cues that you probably wouldn't have noticed nowadays, but like around the PS2 era, the Wii era, it started to peer its head. And it wasn't until a while after that that people started to really understand how much that enhances the gameplay and the game feel. It's kind of like Rumble. You don't notice when it's there, but when it's not there, you kind of notice a little bit. Fox and I'm going to try to be fast with those messages. Oh boy, knocking over my pen. Alright, and now we have saved Cheese the Chow. And with that, World 1 is now officially finished. Oh, or we get another mission. Cheese and her Chow. And another Chow. Collect 250. So, red rings are gonna unlock a little extra bonus stuff, and... oh, I should have been holding the button. We'll come back to that mission. It'll be all good. let's go ahead and try out... Let's go ahead and start up the next world. We have Orbot and Cubot just contemplating everything that's going on in their life, as they should. Here we have the Game Land mode. I believe this is where the Eggman Simulator is where our versus mode or time attacks, and we can check out special stages. Every world is gonna have a special stage, and there's gonna be... I'm gonna try to do them all, but I can't guarantee that I will be good at them. So next up, we either do Sweet Mountain or Starlight Carnival. I'll let you guys pick between those two. And while that's going on, I will show you what you get for red rings. So for red rings, you can check out illustrations, which look a whole hell of a lot better nowadays on modern displays, and not the DS's kinda iffy looking display, but you get to see some concept art. There's not a whole lot here, but it is pretty rad that it is here. We also have a sound test, which is awesome. And you can even check out the opening movies and cutscenes and stuff, so... all the good stuff to check out. So which is it, chat? Do we check out Sweet Mountain or Starlight Carnival? All up to you guys. I can even bounce between them if you want. Ooh, and we're already up to 4 likes. Thank you guys so much so far for... Here. There we go. I can't see how many people are actually watching. There we go. Now I have it. It's... The game is all the way on the far left-hand side of the screen, but for me, at least. Alright, I'll just go ahead and jump into Sweet Mountain since you guys haven't said anything. Touch a wisp. Or accidentally not touch a wisp, because your mouse cursor is funny. And with that, we have our first new wisp, the Torch Wisp. Which is slightly different from the Burst Wisp, I believe. Not by a whole lot, though. None of the wisps really need a super long explanation. I don't know why it's always like, oh, check out the tutorial for a wisp. It's they're all kind of self-explanatory. You activate them all the same way. And of course we have the lovely Sweet Mountain. Here we get a lovely ground stomp. I honestly think these stages here are elevated. Oh boy, the answer for that Fox Note is, I'm down if you're down. It's whatever you wish. Oh boy. For those who don't know, I do have commissions open right now. I have 2 slots open, so if you send it a donation and request art, that is totally possible. I will totally do that. Believe it or not, I think for the next art stream, I'm going to keep my PayPal open for requests. So if you donate, you'll actually get your stuff drawn on stream. As long as it's within, you know, the safe work guidelines, but anything off stream, you know, of course. Alright, and here it's trying to show me that if I bonk into the sides of the Jello, they act like springs, which is kind of neat. The Burst Wisp is going to let us, like, do wildly crazy double jumps. Oh, boy. I just wanted to respawn it. Oh, okay. Alrighty. Hello, Solier! It has been a little while since you've been on stream, but I'm glad to have you back. Bud, I hope you enjoyed I hope you're enjoying the day just as much as everybody else. That is one I'm gonna answer off stream. Boy, oh boy. Answering questions off the stream. Uh, just because it's a question concerning commissions. However, donations are open, and if you can't donate, yeah, leaving a like and subscribing is always helpful. Anyways, back to Sonic Colors, as we're just absolutely destroying everything in our wake with the Burst Wisp. We have a lot of reuse of enemies here. But nothing that'll hinder our gameplay experience. This is really where I think Dimps had the best time when developing Sonic levels. We're gonna see them again for their elegant use of gameplay and stage design when it comes to playing Unleashed, because we're going to be playing the Wii version of Unleashed, because if you guys didn't know, Dimps had a hand in every single one of the every single one of the 3D. I just realized that our screen settings are wrong again, because I forgot to change them back. So for me it was probably right, for you it was not. There we go. But Dimps had a hand in every single one of the handheld Sonic games, going all the way up and through the Wii, with the Wii's version of Sonic Unleashed, and all of the boost levels in Sonic Unleashed, which really shows that it's kind of a no-brainer why Sonic Team can't seem to figure out boost gameplay quite like Dimps did, because they aren't the ones that made it. They're just trying to understand a formula somebody else made, which is why it's really super cool that they're going and making their own style for the Sonic Frontiers. Yes, it really does. I haven't even got into that. I don't have the issues with bottomless pits like I did in the other two Rush games, and while I think the music here is a little lacking compared to the other two, it's not bad. I mean, it's straight rips from the other console versions. The special stages here are better than in both of the other two Rush games. Overall, I think this is just a good time all around, worthy of a remake or a re-release, and I think that if Sonic Team went and did a handheld collection with the Game Boy Advance and DS titles, and maybe the Game Gear games as unlockables, that would be rad. I think a lot of people would really dig that and start to understand and appreciate these titles more. Especially Sonic Colors DS. I think Colors DS just is the best of both worlds. It's got plenty of references to other characters to show that they're not just back on the planet. It doesn't hurt canon at all, any of them being here. It's just, this is the best of both games, and that's why I'm showcasing this one and the console version for Sonic Colors. Reminder for that, so if you guys want to get in on Sonic Colors and all of that jazz, I just messed up there big time. It's alright, we'll have another chance. Luckily, it's one special stage per world, so I don't really have to worry too much. You think this one's better than the console version? I don't know if I'd go that far, but it is really good. I am going to be singing this game's praises a lot. Yeah, I do think, though, that between this, the Rush games, and... there we go. There we go. Got a nice mixture there. I think between this, the advanced games, and the Rush games, I feel like this is the culmination of everything that they've learned. Just overall culminating in the best handheld Sonic experience, which is great, especially when you see what they did with... Which is great in all, but this is also the last real time that they tackled a... The only other time that Dimps handled a Sonic game in such this manner was with Generations DS. We already played through Generations DS, and that was an alright game, but this game definitely beats it in just about every way. Yeah, it's not, like, top-notch. This is everything that should have been. I feel like this version didn't need to exist, but the fact that it does, and that it's as good as it is, really goes to show the quality of the ideas presented in Sonic Colors. Alright, I guess we deflated our Jello with heat. It's okay, we go back off. Yes, I know, but Dimps made both. Dimps made the DS version of Sonic Generation, the 3DS version of Sonic Generations, and it was meant to be in much the same style as this game. But the problem there is that while that game's good, I feel this game's better. And I feel like this game, if you even if you waited a couple of years and put this out on the 3DS, this game could have looked really good, but we probably would have fallen flat to the ideas presented in Generations 3DS. And hello, the original. Welcome to the channel. I don't believe I've ever seen your stuff here, so feel free to subscribe and all that jazz. We're just playing through Sonic Colors DS today. Or at least most of the way through. I don't expect to get all the way through with this game. I am not that confident in my ability. Oh, nice. We're going to be doing D&D on Saturday on this channel. We've got a smaller-based story. Kind of an introduction to the concept of playing D&D on the channel. Oh, boy. So you have to get the burst whips. Sit in the hot air balloon, because with the burst wisp, you'll go up because it's fire. Which is great. Also, Sonic OC rankings. Get your submissions in for that. That is tomorrow at 3 o'clock. We will be ranking, judging, and grading designs of your guys' Sonic OCs. We have an OC dump in the Discord, as well as a few others. Hello, Talbanes. Talbanes? I don't know how best to say your name, I'm sorry. But welcome to the channel as well. We're just hanging out playing some colors. What is the time in the US right now? It's several different times in the US, but for me right now it is 3:36. So, let's give this special stage another shot and see if we can get the emerald here. I expect us to be able to. I'm gonna try it with the mouse again, see how that goes. Alright. I hope the chat's been having a good time so far. Oh boy. These require a little bit more focus than the main levels do. We have no way to jump, so... all of our jumps are going to be made with, like, hitting on the springs. It's 3:37 for me, so it'll be about the same time tomorrow when we start doing the OC rankings. We'll be going into what makes a good OC design and how best to improve those designs as well. It'll be me and Argent and possibly somebody else, I don't know. But right off the bat, I've got a collection of a couple OCs from you guys. You can also send them in at Twitter at GavinDragonYT. This probably won't be the only time we do something like this, so don't feel bad if you missed out. But try to have all of those in by tomorrow at 2 o'clock. It won't be a harsh judgment, it will be simply how to best improve character design. I have no idea. I'm not much of a religious guy. I honestly couldn't tell you for anything based on that. My sister studied a lot of religion, but I couldn't tell you. I'm sorry. Google is your friend. I like a lot of Mega Man stuff. I'm a huge Mega Man fan. I actually started this channel doing Mega Man stuff. The U.S. I live in the United States. Taliban is. And... no, yeah, I like a lot of Mega Man. Honestly, it's probably my favorite series out of everything I've ever played. I think it's... I think it's a pretty rad series to play. Got some good stuff. I don't know what's going on outside the curtain. Anyways. Top minutes, I'm not telling you that. Karmic, don't start. Alright, let's fix the LCD layout here. Top first. There we go. I shouldn't have to say it. It's listed in the description, Karmic. I list it so that I can better get the... so I can help YouTube with the analytics. Because it helps out my videos. You got the Burst Wisp, you can just kind of... go up and bonk them. Absolutely, every single step of the way, apparently. I think my favorite meme is like they took one of the flags for the LGBTQ+ community and just slowly morphed it until it became the United States flag and then turned it to the Ohio flag, and it just kept going, and it's just Mr. Incredible looking shocked as shit. It's kind of like that honestly was probably my favorite like gag of it all. So that's gonna do one last crazy attack. And by crazy, I mean he's a pogo stick now. Now, the joke I've seen lately is that Michigan doesn't exist, and I know people have said Ohio doesn't exist. I think those memes are probably some of my favorites. Okay, then. So we beat up the boss, so it's on to... Let's check out some of the two bonus stages we unlocked first up. And this time around, we get to see Silver. Which is always a good surprise, especially because we've been playing through Sonic 06 on the channel as well. You gotta rescue 25 wisps. So that should be good. Oh, and I gotta change the screens back. That's the only issue, is that it's... Sure. Please don't advertise your apps in my chat. That would be relatively good if you could avoid advertising apps. I can't verify that it's not malware. I'd assume it isn't, but I'm not well versed enough in apps. I am well versed in app design and game design as well, but and even graphic design, but I'm not qualified to handle advertisements of apps in my chat. Probably. You never know. Honestly, it's so harmless, though. I think at this point I'm just gonna leave it. I mean, I'm a YouTuber who plays Sonic games. Pretty harmless. If we're not able to save him, it's alright. We'll go on to the other level and we'll give it a shot. Well. We gave that one an honest shot. Let's go ahead and switch over to the next little challenge here. I believe the other challenge is Blaze. And the third challenge you unlock if you beat both of those they are together. And they make a reference that, yeah, Blaze was sent to her own dimension, and they don't recognize each other, but they feel like they've been friends forever. So, that's always cute. They do that a lot going forward, too. I think it's kind of sweet. I think it's kind of sweet. Alrighty. Gotta destroy a bunch of Eggman's robots. Alright, well, let's go ahead and give the next world a shot. That's the nice thing about this game. I feel like it is definitely its own thing. We at least got the Burst Wisp, and we can head on up to the next stage. So then all we gotta do is... touch the wisp. There we go, did it. Touch the cow, do it now. Maybe. Alright, now we have the Rocket Wisp. This is a wisp from the main console game. I believe Burst is later seen in... I think Burst was in colors for the console version. I couldn't remember, though. Oh, I accidentally started the tutorial. I've played the console version. I know how the Rocket Wisp works. Honestly, I feel like this is the cutest version of Sonic colors, just for how short some of these stages are. Nothing super necessary here, it's all just kind of cute fun. I do believe Dimps probably thought this was gonna be their last Sonic game. I honestly feel that with the send-off to all of the characters that have been introduced up to this point, the fact that handhelds were kind of waning in popularity over smartphones. It just kind of seemed like Dimps' time with Sonic was coming to an end. Even if they still had, I think, about 2 games left with the little guy. So, all just food for thought, though. These fun mechanics of these blasting lasers. I'm not even controlling this. That's stolen straight from Oil Ocean in Sonic 2, which is alright. I liked Oil Ocean well enough to... Or at least I liked those gimmicks well enough. Of course, we keep having these slide moments, and I'm not ready for them. Go. Down and around, and just like that. The key note with the wisps are, if you don't see any puzzles around you, just use it when you get it. Whenever you see the sign for it, it's generally best to just use it. Just pushing the blocks. Oh, what's up? What else is up for the channel? I guess I could say thank you guys so much so far, because we're... Hello, Furry. Welcome to today's episode. We're just enjoying some colors. to the best of the abilities of the colors. And just like that, another stage is down. Honestly, we're only an hour in, and I think we might beat this game today, which is a little surprising. Let's go ahead and give Special Stage 3 a shot. These special stages have slowly been increasing in difficulty, but nothing too bad. Enough to make me have to give one a second go around, but nothing so bad that I'm like, ah, yes, this is the worst special stage ever. No, it's more like the most ambivalent special stage ever. You gotta kind of make sure to not hit the other orbs, though. Ah, missed it by one. It's alright, we'll know for next time. Oh, damn it. Well, at least I got enough. I've never really heard anybody talk too much about these special stages. I think Lost World's the last main 3D Sonic game to have special stages. Seems like Frontiers has special stages in the boost levels, which I'm okay with. What do you mean you couldn't get past the tutorial? You can skip the tutorial, Furry. You didn't know you could skip the tutorial? It even says if you want to skip the tutorial, go ahead for it. In fact, that's kind of what we've been doing this entire playthrough, is skipping the tutorial to get to the good part. Oh no. And I didn't quite get it. We'll give that another go around when we get to the next stage. At least we know what we're looking at. Got a new mission. Let's go ahead and give that mission a shot first. And, of course, we find Rouge in the Sparkling City. Collect 200 rings. That shouldn't be too difficult. Oh, I think everybody's just doing their own thing. I haven't been able to upload a short lately, so YouTube doesn't promote my channel quite as hard when I'm not doing... If I don't do a short at least once a week, YouTube doesn't promote my channel quite as much. And last Sunday I missed because I didn't have the short ready in time. It's ready for this Sunday, and I'm going to be shooting a couple other shorts this today, but I think chat's just a little bit more quieter because it's Sonic Rush. It's Sonic Colors. It's more Rush. Ah, Ah, I missed it by 4 rings. I think we can do that. We can definitely do that. Especially now that we know what we're looking at. I'll go ahead and restart that now because I got hit. Yeah, luckily all of these missions are optional. I'm just doing them because it's the only way we see any other characters other than Sonic and Tails. And it's the one exclusive bit from... Other than some of the Wisps, it's some of the exclusive bits from this game. Did we get... Okay. I only got one of the red rings. That's what I thought. Alright, next stage. This is based on one of the later levels in Sonic Colors where you get the Hover Wisp. I think it makes more sense to have the Rocket Wisp, personally, because it is outer spacey themed. But they introduced the Rocket Wisp, I think, earlier on. Or no, later. I don't know. Colors for me is kind of all of a blur. Not to say it's a bad game, just kind of a blur for me. I think that's somewhat of the beauty of this version of the game, though. It's got some nice simplicity to it that you don't really see in the other versions of this game. Like, a lot of the content's all optional. It's about as long as the console game, despite being, you know, for a handheld. Which to me is an alright proposition. I don't mind it when my handheld games are a little longer. There we go. Up and over. Of course, this is after, although the first Boost game happened after the 3D games have adopted the Boost formula, so it made the handheld games feel a little less special. I believe Rush Adventure did happen after Unleashed, but this is the first time it's more obvious that they really are just stealing the Boost formula for the game, for the modern titles on console. Which, once again, I don't think is a bad thing. It's just something to point out, something to talk about. This little auto scroller here. No, 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 no. Yes, I know, I could have taken the top path and been cheeky. gotten a red ring, but it's alright. I feel like the red rings are so optional in this version of the game that I just don't go for them. Yeah, just like that, another stage is done. Ah, we didn't have enough rings to enter into the special stage. You have to have 50 rings at the end of the stage to do it. Let's go ahead and go up here and give it a shot. So, view. Alright. So here's our game plan for this one. Avoid the random boxes and spikes that fall from the sky, fall off the ship. And then homing attack the rocket wisp. And try to use it instead of losing it. Maybe it'll drop a rocket wisp. Maybe I'll be able to hit it eventually. Damn it. I don't know how to get the wisp on this one. See, I know how to do the quick kill on this boss in the home console version. Well, you'd think I'd be able to get a wisp. Said I'm mostly just struggling here. Alright, so there it's supposed to teach you about sliding. And just like that, our next boss is done. Sorry, I had to focus there for a second, so I know it got a little quiet. If anybody has any questions so far, though, feel free to ask them. Boss goes boom. Exactly. Boss goes boom. Why wouldn't you like that? I do like to try and showcase these games to the best of my ability. So now Eggman's got a gun, and we've unlocked a couple more levels. So, do we do Planet Wisp or Aquarium Park next? It's all up to you guys. We're only at an hour, so I might have been wrong in titling this Part 1. We might actually only have this one part to show. So, that's weird. What's the L button do? Ah, so now we have a nice, like, showcase of every single... It's cool. Now it just gives me a quick rundown. So it's up to you guys who do Aquarium Park or Planet Wisp next. I am running out of... Eggman has a gun? Yes, Eggman has a gun. It's what everybody imagined. So now we gotta touch a Wisp again. And it's everyone's favorite Wisp. The Laser Wisp. And by everybody's favorite, I mean the most automated Wisp of them all. The one I always confused for Yacker. I don't care for the Cyan Laser Wisp. I also don't hate the Cyan Laser Wisp, unlike how it may sound. Let me just fix the LCD layout. Show me on the web here where Eggman touched you. And with this chart, can you show me how Eggman made you feel? I feel like that was an episode of Sonic Boom. I don't know. I'm not done watching it. I actually have a planned series review. Think one of those Quentin review videos, except for a Sonic TV series. So, show on the Wisp where Eggman touched you. That would be really odd, especially in the context of... like, going up to Sonic and being like, show me on the Wisp where Eggman touched you. Well, I meant to blast up out of the water. Instead, it said, the water's a wall, right? I do think it's neat, though, that they put the Laser Wisp in the exact world where... like, water and light reflects and refracts, right? The Laser Wisp bounces all over the place as if it was being reflected and refracted all over the place. That's what I wanted to do last time, but okay. You like the warbly ring sounds? Honestly, the warbly ring sounds feel like a mood at times. Just like, yeah, it's kind of a ring. It's like that image I saw the other day that Arjun sent me of like somebody looking very distressed and disheveled just with a cigar hanging out of their mouth, and it's like, I spent 2 hours on dinner only to eat it in 10 minutes and now I have a mess to clean up. And I'm like, oh god, that is absolutely a mood sometimes when I cook. Bubbles, bubbles, toil, and confusion. And just like that, I missed where I was supposed to hit. And down that way. Oh man, I'm hoping literally any of my co-hosts show up today. B13 miss. Yeah? I mean, it's asking me to hit the B button a bunch. I didn't know that we could play Battleship with Sonic, but that seems like a... You know, if they made a Battleship Sonic edition, that would be just strange, wouldn't it? Would they be Eggman themed? That's a question. I need an answer to that. That's just an odd question. I know, it's like, who thinks about that? It's like, I don't know. Me, I guess. I'd like to remind everybody, if they're enjoying today's episode, to like, subscribe, and share it with a friend. I know I ask quite a bit of you guys sometimes, but it's free, it doesn't harm anybody, and my channel gets literally about 7,000 views a month, but I don't have 7,000 subscribers, so please, subscribe. It means a lot, it helps you with the algorithm, all that jazz. And I know you guys love Sonic Colors every now and again. And remember, we'll be ranking your Sonic OCs tomorrow. I've chosen a couple, but of course we want to hear from you guys. So send in your OCs, give them a name. I'll be making a little tier list thing. We'll be ranking them mostly on design. Which is always the rad thing to do. I think that's pretty cool. That's a cool way to use the loop-to-loop to bounce Sonic around, only to launch him into a spring. I think that's... Overall, it's neat. So I believe you're supposed to use the Drill Wisp to go through here and get the red rings, but we haven't encountered the Drill Wisp yet. I believe that's not until the next world that we're doing, so... But this is the only... Literally, I think this is like the only time that they've really used Wisps to the best of their degree as just power-ups. They're part of the story, but they're power-ups. No, I don't know why he launched downwards. I held up. Thanks, homing attack. That moment when the homing attack says, yeah, you're just dead. I like the spiky thing. This is where the difficulty starts to ramp up for these stages, so... I don't mind. I understand. Oh, well, there we go. Didn't have quite enough energy to make it all the way where we did last time. Oh, there was a checkpoint down there that I missed. Huh. It's almost like it presumes I'm playing well. Once again, did not hit up, but I guess that's okay. Like I said, I don't like the laser wisp in this game. That's okay, because we'll see it again in the console version, where I think it's... What caused that? There we go. I do miss the, from time to time, I do in fact miss Sonic's spin dash. It's like iconic to the character, but this entire era of Sonic, he boosts, he doesn't spin dash, which is sad. Which is why I'm glad it's the spin dash appears to at least be back in the new Frontiers game. So here's hoping. Oh, there we go. And bada boom, bada bing, just like that, we finished our first stage in Aquatic Park. Honestly, if we go for finishing this today, that would be amazing. Let's go ahead and check out our first bonus mission. The first bonus mission for this area. It's Amy, which is okay, I guess. Reach the goal. So that shouldn't be too difficult. I think Aquarium Park's music is some of the best soundtrack in Sonic Colors, personally. If I had to pick, though, I think Unleashed overall has the better soundtrack. Because Aquarium Park and Planet Wisp are the only two real levels that I can hum off the top of my head. I believe the other mission you're going to see here is going to make me happy as a clam, so... It only makes sense for him to be here. gonna collect as much time as we can. Of course, killing enemies gets time, as well as hitting the time monitors. Why does it aim that up? When I hold up, it goes down. And when I go down, it goes up. I don't know. Well, that's alright. We gave that one an honest shot. Go ahead and try the other mission, shall we? It's Big. Of course it's gonna make me happy. It's Big the Cat. Voiced by, I believe at this time he was no longer voiced by John St. John, which is okay. John St. John's not the nicest dude to people voice acting his characters on Twitter, but this has Johnny Gioli, the person who's been doing a lot of the Duke Nukem jokes. Inverted controls? Yeah, I know, but for something that doesn't need to be inverted, I don't know. Just seems strange. And of course I'm going to have to try and at least complete this one, because I like Big the Cat. Who doesn't like... If you don't like Big the Cat, tell me why. That's something I will never understand. If you don't like Big the Cat, he's literally the best character. Maybe Fox and Owl? I don't know. The settings for this game are really bare bones, so... Oh, now it's not inverted, so that's strange. So that time it did what I wanted it to. So that was strange. Maybe it's something with hitting left and right. Because in Colors for DS, I often find myself kind of just holding one direction and hoping for the best. Which I know isn't the best way to play a Sonic game. But these boost titles really incentivize that. Alright, well, we gave it a shot. These challenges do get really difficult near the end, so... It's alright. We've got a boss to beat, right? Right. And I've got to change the LCD layout again, because... Of course, why wouldn't I? So we don't have the infinite jumps like we did in the console version of this game. But we've got a fun gimmick here. You're on a giant seesaw. Use it to your advantage. He's got his enemies swirling around now. Okay. Bonk. He hits the ground. And now we hit him a couple times. He's gonna go up and try and do the same thing again. Or something slightly new. He's gonna swirl him around again. Our goal here is to hit the one that's not electrified. You know, I've been using that word a ton. Is it actually a word? It doesn't mean to be filled with electric. Or am I just crazy? Because I've never heard anybody other than me and a few, like, gamers say that style of word. Just say that word. I don't know. I just never heard anybody else say it. Thinking about it now, I'm just going, is electrified actually a word? Energized is a word. I don't know. Maybe I'm nuts. But a nice update on a previously seen boss. I believe our next stage is Planet Wisp. Which in my playthrough was the last world I did. So now we have the Drill Wisp hovering around, and we just gotta catch it. He's a little bit unpredictable. It's like Rocket Wisp, except you gotta kinda figure out where it's going. There we go. And just like that, we have another wisp. We're gaining more and more wisps as we play. Drill wisps will let us tunnel through dirt. It'll also let us tunnel through the water whenever we get back there. If we get back there, if you guys want to see that. I know we're coming up real close. I think last somebody told me it was 69 days until the release of Sonic Frontiers. And if you guys remember why I started playing through every single Sonic game, you'll know it was in anticipation for Sonic Frontiers. So here's hoping that we can get through with all the games I had planned. Up we go. This track's pretty good, but the DS butchers it. I feel like the DS does not handle this well with its compression. But this is really where I feel the backgrounds... The backgrounds, I feel like, make the Sonic DS titles, right? Like, the first couple were pretty good. But it was by this point in my initial playthrough that when I was seeing... Maybe it wants me to do this? No. Of course not. I wasted it. Damn it. But it was by this point in my playthrough where I started to notice the backgrounds a lot more. And I just started assuming this was like a fan-made port. It wasn't until I looked it up that I was like, oh, Sonic Colors really was on the DS, and really was made by Dimps, and... oh... it just made me look at these assets a little bit more and go, were they under budget and time constraints? Was the limitation of using Sonic Colors as a base did that hurt the development of this game? And I couldn't tell you, because the stage design is so well done. Like, I think, honestly, everything here is done better than in the console version in some cases. The Wisp's controls, maybe not. But, you know. And the soundtrack, definitely not. But I can appreciate this version for what it does. And what it does is be a pretty damn good Sonic game. Especially for one of the final 2D titles that we have in this series. Because, believe it or not, after this, all we have are 3D games. There are 2D bits in all of those games. But it's going to be more about the 3D parts than the 2D parts. Okay, I wanted to get off the boat. There we go. I feel like by putting that tube there, they knew that this Drill Wisp did not control the best. It's okay, I think Lost World had the Drill Wisp down pat. I think once we get to Lost World, you'll see what I mean by that game uses wisps in a great way as well. And we'll have a special stage this time around. That's good. Let's go ahead and give it a shot. I noticed I didn't reset the screens. Wait, is this the same one that we had last time? Food for thought. I think it is. We're having spaghetti later? That's awesome. I had spaghetti last night. It was pretty darn good. Sans Gaming. I do like that meme. You're my friend now. We're having soft tacos later. I love that. Love that, love that. Glad to see you're here. Welcome to today's episode. We're just enjoying some Sonic Colors on DS. I thought today might be a multi-parter, but I'm finding more and more that this game is a lot shorter than I thought it was. I remembered this game being like super long, like about as long as the console version, but it's showing to me to be a little easier than what I remembered. Maybe just me constantly playing Sonic games lately has really honed my skill for some of this stuff. Alright. Final set of orbs. Let's see if we can do this. This is always the toughest part. And we've done it. We got our next emerald. Have I ever played Minecraft live? I have not played Minecraft on this channel, no, but I don't really plan on it. Honestly, Minecraft isn't really my thing. But I'm not opposed to it. I might play it later down the line. But not right now. I've got a lot of games planned just within the rest of this year alone that if I tried to squeeze in a Minecraft thing, I wouldn't know what to do. I wouldn't even know what to talk about, for real. I find I'm better suited for more structured games. Like retro stuff, I work really well with retro stuff just because I know what I'm getting myself into and how best to what to talk about in terms of design. When it comes to something like Minecraft, there's a lot more variables and I have to do a lot more planning. Like, I wouldn't even know where to begin. I'm gonna be honest, I really wouldn't know where to begin. I'd have to play the console version, because I don't know any of the crafting recipes, and I don't want to have to look that stuff up all the time. I'd have to come up with a game plan of what in the heck we'd even do in the playthrough to begin with. I mean, we could beat it. Yeah, we could totally do that. If I do that, though, I'd probably try to have all of the group with me. We'd go up to the Ender Dragon and do all that jazz. But that would be a lot of planning and getting like 3 or 4 people organized. I can definitely do that. If you guys want to see a Minecraft playthrough, I don't know, within like November. Because by the time November comes up, we'll be just about done with every Sonic game. Meaning I'll have a nice spot open. I mean, I've beaten him before solo. I beat him years and years and years ago. But I don't know, I'm just not really that kind of guy. I'm not as oriented enough with that game to really be like, yes, I would play it. I'm not opposed to it, but it's not my thing. And I know that you'd just be watching someone with the mind of an old person playing a game meant for youngins, and that's just it. I don't want to bore you guys with that. Sonic's good, because I've played Sonic my entire life. I know what I'm talking about. I've studied and analyzed the game design, the story, the lore. Minecraft, it's just, you're here. There is dirt. You can dig. I got nothing. I got literally nothing on what I would do. Not opposed to it, I just need a lot more planning than a normal episode takes. Because generally it's, I play a game until we beat it, and if I don't beat it, well, second part it is. Oh, damn. But I'd need to get a whole group, because I wouldn't know what to talk about. I'd just be quiet, because I just have nothing. My life's not super entertaining, and I don't have the reactions that a lot of people who watch that kind of content do. Right? Like, my reactions are generally pretty subdued when it comes to that stuff. Oh boy. Ah! There we go. I just realized the LCD layout was not set back to normal. I don't think. Nope. I forgot to set it back to normal. I'm sorry, guys. But maybe in the future we'd touch Minecraft. It's just all up to chance. Let's go ahead and check out the side missions here. We have SBO. Rescue 8 wisps. Oh boy. That's a little tricky because this stage doesn't have a whole lot of enemies. It's more... I see. I'll give this another go because I think we could do it. I just worry about perhaps not being the most entertaining person while playing Minecraft. My personality and the game's ideas work together because, like, I'm kind of a more relaxed channel. I'm not always top high energy in terms of what I bring to the table. Ooh, this is tricky. I want to do this one now. Oh, I should have just boosted. I guess what I could say is if you guys want to see me play Minecraft, subscribe and leave a like. Leave a comment. Like, if you spam me with comments across all my videos, if every time I upload a video they say, when are you playing Minecraft? I'll play it. But I need to know you guys are interested in watching me play that. Because if not, then it's just, well, I played something and no one watched it. Which was my original concern when it came to Donkey Kong Country. But you guys have been showing up for that game, which... that's made me so happy that you guys requested something and you actually showed up to watch it. And it wasn't just a one-off. Oh, nobody showed up for it. It was, oh, everybody popped up. Or so many people popped up that I've been like, yeah, consistently getting 100 views on it, which is great. It's like these Sonic videos. Like, not everybody checks out Sonic 1 or 2, but I checked back at the CD episode and, oh boy. Oh, damn. I'm gonna have an issue hitting this guy. So the thing here is with the rings, the more you get hit, the farther they bounce. So you want to be hit as little as possible. Yeah, but how would I commentate that, Karmic? That's my only thought here is my energy does not really match well with Minecraft, because all the Minecraft YouTubers have to keep this really upbeat stuff. The kind of audience that it attracts just isn't really what I'm looking for. When it comes to my audience, I'd love it if I could get more people that are, like, my age. You know, the 20-somethings who remember games from their past and their youth and want to check them out again. Maybe don't have the funds or the means to, so they're more willing to check out a YouTube stream of it all. Alright. I just don't know what I'd do for commentary is my thing. Looks like we've almost got this guy down. And just like that, another boss is done. Now then, did we save? We're already at 2 hours, but we're not quite finished here yet. But we don't have enough content to really, warrant another part. You know, we're at 7 likes. I think we can reach 10 if I continue. We've got 1 world left and then a final boss. How about we just do it? Time to get the Void Wisp, which is a DS exclusive wisp. There we go. Just keep the hand in one place and mash the button. Violet Void. Interesting title for it, Luckily, it's got some of the coolest gimmicks. Just eat everything. Become Pac-Man. Become a flying ball of doom. It's great. Oh, so close to the top path. Oh, another one of these. Got a giant T-Rex chasing us. Honestly, I think this look for Asteroid Coaster is a little bit cooler. Honestly, I'd love to hear what you guys want to watch me play. I feel like when you guys pick out something, if it's something good, if it fits with the vibe, I'll play it. But like, I'll let you know if it doesn't fit with the vibe. Just use the Void Wisp and go right on through. Here's the coaster bit of Asteroid Coaster. I think it's great that we get to see a little bit of all the gimmicks. You even get to hop between the carts. And just like that, we've got our way into the next special stage. I'm holding the pen super weirdly for this. And just like that, we get to go to the next one. If we can do this one, we'll have half the Chaos Emeralds for the game. Now it begins to speed up. And just like that, we get our next set. Last lap around, I guess. What are you guys' thoughts on Sonic Colors here? Specifically the DS version, and if you only ever played the console versions, what do you think of that version? Do you think it's worth it to play both? Damn it. I can't rewind on the simulator, so we're stuck with what we got there. That's alright. I think we did a fine job. I've done my best to show off all of the stages. Well, I had the right idea. If only I had the Wisp. Just get Sonic back up to running speed here. There we go. It took us nearly the entire game for us to start getting to really difficult bottomless pit sections, which isn't bad. Like, that is an entire Dimps game. Alright. An entire Dimp Sonic game without too many issues with bottomless pits. Oh, damn it. I couldn't turn around fast enough. I didn't know that's what that did. It shrunk me. Alright. It's like a drop-off point. And up we go. Up. And around. And we bring it around town. Let's get some good SpongeBob energy in here. Oh no, someone call Argent, the dinosaur angry. Oh man. It's difficult. So the Void Wisp has an odd feel to it. Like, if you think it looks like I'm having a hard time controlling this with like weird wide angles, you're absolutely right. It's weird wide angles. Alright. Gotta stay away from the pits. Alright. Shit. Like I said, it took them an entire game before they started getting to the really sketchy level design stuff. Which isn't bad for a Dimps game, really. It's kind of impressive. It took them this long to run out of ideas. And just start being like, yeah, we'll just shove a couple things here or there. It mimics the original, right? And just like that, we should be coming to... Oh, well, I thought we'd be coming to about the end of the stage. See, at least the Void Wisp is kind of cool. I'm glad they brought it back. It was funny how many people didn't play Colors DS, though, when Lost World did bring it back. People were like, oh, a new Wisp, and other fans were like, nope, that's from the DS game. Alright. Oh, damn. This is really requiring some, It's requiring a little bit of extra oomph to move him. Oh, damn it. And... Oh, do we make it? Do we make it? We don't make it. That would have been really cool if we made it all the way to the end, though. Skip an entire coaster. Wonder if that's possible. No, probably not, the more I'm looking at it. It's alright. Well, I jumped to the left. And then Sonic said, no, you didn't. Staying in the center of these carts helps out with that, though. It helps out with the judgment. Oh, sweet, we're already up to 8 likes. It's always a good thing. First Dino Head. Second joins in. These are kinda RNG. Like, they didn't do the same thing twice there. And we finished the stage in 8 minutes. Holy shit. Luckily, I think that was the second asteroid coaster level, so we are now at the boss. Once again, I would love it if Sega would re-release this. Let me switch the LCD layout here. There we go. Got another look at a different way to do this boss. Now we got the Void Wisp. We're just gonna come up here and absolutely wreck shit. Because the Void Wisp is awesome. Alright. See if we can get some more rings here. And we got smacked. It's alright. Just give it another go round here. Now you notice we have lives, but I haven't even really mentioned them. I haven't come across a game over yet. That's because it's not until this point into the game where I feel lives are really necessary, or really make a big difference in the gameplay, or the game feel. Now some have pointed out that removing extra lives in the case of in the case of this game doesn't do too much in terms of difficulty. You're just gonna get all up in the ship's face. And now it's on to phase 2. Oh, damn it. There's that. Nice lot of damage right here. And just like that, we're on the final hit. And that's how you do the quick kill for the boss. Alright, and now I believe we're on the final stage. I do not know what you said, but let me check it. I will copy paste that. But welcome to the channel, Alvaro. I believe that's how you say your name. I'm sorry if I'm messing that up. We're going to do a quick Google Translate here. I know we get a lot of people in from other countries speaking different languages. The 12 does not give the 12 Sonic? What do you mean? I'm confused. This is the DS version, so this isn't going to be like the console version in many ways. It's going to be very different. And just like that, we finished up Asteroid Coaster. And now we have the final area. So I guess, I'm just gonna remove the part 1 from the title. Because we've reached terminal velocity, we're at the final stage, and we're only at about 2 hours. We'll finish this up in no time. And we're almost to 10 likes, which is always good. So terminal velocity in the console game has you running straight down the theme park. As Eggman blows up everything behind you. This time around, we're going to be encountering some new things. And of course, Eggman shot the moon. When doesn't he shoot the moon? Doesn't matter the universe, the timeline, he shoots the moon. Adventure 2, and now this? Yeah, it gets worse. He missed... he freaking misses in Unleashed and shoots the Earth. I'm kidding. That's the whole plot. So this time it's like a top-down perspective, and all we gotta do is follow the rings, get the wisps, and rush to the end. We've got boost pads and rings coming at you. It's all good. I'd like to remind everybody, if you're watching this right now, to subscribe and leave a like, because we're not done with Sonic after Sonic Colors DS version. We still got the console version to look at, as well as Sonic Unleashed, our continuing playthrough of Sonic 06, which I know you guys have really been enjoying. Especially by a lot of the comments we get on when we do those streams. First up is Burst. Oh boy. And now we have Eggman's Wisp machine. Don't really know where to stand for that. Oh, there we go. Now I get it. No, now he's using Rocket. Our goal there was to hit that, but I missed it, so it's alright. Give it another go. I'll do another quick translation of that. I don't natively speak any other languages other than English. I know how to read a little bit of Japanese, and I know food in pretty much every language, but other than that, sorry. Ah, I see. Well, I'm glad you played it. I hope you enjoyed it. I know that this version isn't talked about nearly as much as all of the other versions of this game. I actually know a lot of people who didn't know there was a DS version, including myself. For the longest time, I thought the DS version was just like some fan port or something. And then I saw a copy in real life, and well, that's that. And just like that, we have our next wisp. Oh, I'm trying to just boost into it because I think it'll be easier, but... Oh, great, laser. We'll give this another go around. Oh, that's tricky to time. I am struggling to time things. I'm so sorry. Sorry, this gameplay looks a little bit amateur. It's, starting to actually get a little bit tired. Believe it or not. Would have never guessed playing a game for over 2 hours would make you just a little bit tired. Oh no, not ever. There we go, we got the rocket wisp now. Just like that, we're on the laser. I'll give it one more go around. I am struggling here. It's alright, I think the boss fight is a little bit better in the console version for this one at least. There we go. We got Laser, and now we just have Void and Rocket. And now we just have Void. Sweet, sweet. We'll be finishing this up in no time. And I wanted to do that. Alright. I've been really good about not using save states, but we're coming down to the last couple lives. Might be about time. Maybe, maybe. I am getting quite a bit better at some of these, though. Well, there's Void. And just like that, we got all the wisps. Of course, it's playing the Heroic Colors music here. And now we just gotta mash the Y button. And voila! Final boss is finished. And there goes all those lovely little wisp sprites. Of course, there is a special final boss if you manage to get all the Chaos Emeralds. The console version doesn't have that final boss, but this one does. It's something called the Mother Wisp. It's the only game that this appears in, and it also appears in some racing titles, but that was Sonic Colors on DS. Which is pretty awesome. Also, I don't know why my neighbors are playing music, but I really hope it doesn't pick up on the mic, because if I get copyright claim for that, I'm going to be furious. Yeah. But just as this compressed video shows all of the wisps protecting the Earth, or whatever planet this is, back on the Windows 95 background. Oh boy. There's more to that cutscene, but yeah. Just like that, that's Sonic Colors. I'd like to thank everybody so far for everybody who's watching. I'd like to thank you guys so much for enjoying this and experiencing this with me. I think this is the first time I've ever actually beaten Sonic Colors on DS. It's not a bad game. It's better in the console version for certain sections, but it's not bad overall. I wouldn't say this is a version to snub your nose at. If you got stuck playing the DS version and couldn't play the Wii version, I would say you did fine. You didn't hurt yourself by playing this version of the game. It's an adequate version of Sonic Colors. Yeah. So the next Sonic game that we will be doing next week is Sonic 06. We'll be doing the next part of Shadow's playthrough. And then also that same week, we will also be continuing with Sonic Colors Sonic Colors on the Wii or Sonic Colors Ultimate. I'm going to put up a poll after this is all said and done and finished up to see which one you guys want me to take a look at. When we do that, I will actually be playing through the. When we play through the Ultimate version, we'll be doing the coaster mode where you run the marathon mode where you play through everything in order, with no cutscenes. So we will just be booking it. So follow at Gavin Dragon YT on Twitter for that poll. Tomorrow is the Sonic OC's ranking video, so please stick around for that. If you're new here, subscribe. I got a lot more content coming. On top of all of that, I think that's it for me. So let's see if there's anything else with this game, and I'll pull up the end credit stuff. I do like that they could get away with this not being too compressed. Honestly, it's better than the Pac-Man World Repack, so that's good. If we can get to 10 likes, that'd be pretty rad. We also have a PayPal link down below. It'll be on the screen in a little bit, too, if you guys want to donate. I'm also going to have I have one more slot available for commissions, so if anybody would like to take that. Somebody else took one while we were streaming, so nice and good. Oh, what else can I say? Ooh. Yeah, I don't think I got a whole lot left to say. On Saturday, we're going to be doing our first run of Dungeons & Dragons. It'll be me and Argent versus Karmic, the Dungeon Master. So that should be fun. Should be a good time all around. And then this Sunday, I've got a new short that'll be coming out, so look forward to all of that coming up. What else can I say, really? This game's good. It's just a little short, that's all. But it's good. It's a good version. I just wish we could get to the end of the credits. I can't skip the credits, by the way. I'm okay with that, but kind of wish that we could probably, cut to the chase. The last time we sat through Sonic Colors credits, I was there for no less than half an hour sitting through the Sonic Colors Ultimate credits that just never end and sit in silence for a little while. I think they patched that recently, so that might be the version to look at. Who knows? I certainly don't. The other thing that I could say is that we got a Discord link in the description below if you guys want to join that as well. Got a lot of goodies down there if you ever take a look. We've also got a Telegram art group if you're more akin to Telegram. All around, this was a good time. But I want to hear from you guys. Leave a comment down below. I want to hear what you guys thought about this game. I think it's best to get a mixture of opinions when it comes to Sonic Colors, especially because the next game is really deviating away from the boost formula. I really want to skip these credits. We're getting Sega of Germany, Sega of Spain. Oh boy. France. Not even going to attempt to do that middle one. Australia. Alrighty. Finally, we're on the music credits. Those are usually the last credits. I'd love to do an analysis of why that is. Music is not one of those things in gaming that is often overlooked. I think if we did a look at the soundtracks for video games, I'd come across a weird trend where people just don't seem to care as much with the audio, which is interesting, right? I've noticed it a lot more with Namco stuff recently, with Pac-Man World Repack and Klonoa, where they just really compress the hell out of things. But there we have it. We're finally at the end of the credits. That is the most high-quality Sega thing I've ever seen on the DS. But if you want to check out all the things that I missed in this in today's episode, give this game a shot. It's on the DS. It's fairly cheap. And once this stream finishes rendering and all that jazz, there will be two videos, a video and a playlist on the side of the screen that'll allow you to take a look at that. Take a look at what we got. Take a look at what else we have on the channel. I'm starting to lose my brain cells. Sonic, it fries the brain. But that have been your humble host, Gavin the Kitty. Good night, everybody.